Hello there, YouTubers. This is going to be a boat restoration. I figured I'd share since a lot of you guys are sharing yours on YouTube. This is a 1974 appleby tri-hull fiberglass. It measures 13 foot, almost 14 foot basically. It's a little short, a couple inches of 14, but it says 14 foot on the title or paperwork, whatever. It's just a little under. Anyways, the transom was rotted out real bad, and the stringers were gone, rotted out. But also, just so you know, that this boat actually has been through, other than the original condition, after that it was actually redone 2 other times before me. And I just got this boat, got it for next to nothing. Really, I bought the trailer, not the boat, but I figured, well, I'd just go ahead and restore the boat because he had all the paperwork and everything for it, and figured, well, I can try to restore it. Trailer's in the garage, it's done, finished. So, but just to make a quick video here, if you want to follow along step by step, I'll try to make some videos as detailed as I can. If you have any questions, message me or whatever, and I'll give you some tips that I know. This is my 7th boat restoring. I've actually had 9 boats in my lifetime so far, and 3 of those I made myself out of plywood, and that one right now is on the trailer as we speak, and it's a 16-footer. But I try to do things right versus not doing them right. These stringers here, for example, were rotted out. The last couple guys that did it just left the rot wood in here. They had it all still covered with fiberglass, and basically put boards next to the stringer, just sitting there. They weren't even glued down or nothing. They were just sitting there, and then they sheeted this whole thing with plywood, and up there, and then they put plywood only down to like here on the transom. They didn't even bother removing the rest of the wood down in here. That's where the drain plug's at. That's why the plywood they did only came down like to here, because of the drain plug. A lot of people skimp on that because they're scared to mess with that plug, but I'm going to show you in the video. I'm going to try to record it, or at least take it in sections of recording. Me removing that, putting the new plywood transom in, and actually putting the plug, drilling the plug out and putting it back in to where it's going to seal and not leak. There's multiple different ways you can do that now. You do not have to go with that system, that the old school way. But this boat is going to be converted into a Centerconsole. I have many people doing bass boats right now, and it seems like it's a big thing, but to me, it's a growing thing. The Centerconsoles are. I like saltwater fishing. I live here in Ohio, but I would like to have a boat that I can take maybe to do some flats fishing. So basically, this is going to be my Centerconsole. It's got like a 54-inch beam on it. It's 48 inches wide, or 49 or 50 inches wide at the bottom. It's like 54-inch beam at the top. It's got a 16-inch height transom. The sides are like, it goes from like 18 inches here, or 19, to like 21 or 22 inches there. Height on the walls. It's got a nice little tri-hull shape to it. I'll show it to you down here. I'm doing away with this here and redoing a new one here that's going to be fiberglassed instead of carpeted. And I'll basically put a gel coat or something on there, and that way I can have it to where there's a little deck up here, but I'm basically going to keep it open. Also, I'm going to do this boat to where it's going to have a foam core to it under the floor and the sides, to where the boat will actually be more secure, because as you can see, it kind of flexes right now. So there's no framing to it right now, but I'm going to add framing ribs to the sides and sheet a piece of material here, and actually have it to where in this general area here where the sides are, I'll have it to where there's going to be a 2-inch thick foam core all the way down the side, all the way up underneath the part, and underneath the floor there'll be a thick core piece underneath the plywood that'll act as a body form to add some firmness to the sides and make it more buoyant if it ever did capsize, to where the boat is more like a Boston whaler, basically, so to speak, or a Carolina skiff. It won't sink completely. It'll still float somewhat to get you to safety or something if anything ever did happen. So stay tuned, and we'll see what we can do here with this boat. And if you got any tips or any questions or any kind of thing you'd like to throw at me, see what you maybe have an idea that would look good on this, and just let me know. It's going to have modern steering system cable, the single cable with the steering center console here. The live well is going to be moved, the hole's going to be plugged and gone, and then the transom's going to be redone too. So got an 18 horsepower fast twin that'll go in this. I got a 35 horse, but it's a little too big for this sucker. I just don't think it'll handle the weight of it because it's an old, really old 35 horse. So, all right, well, stay tuned. I'll have some videos shortly of me starting with the stringers first, and then the transom, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching.